are bomb leader, Optimus David, and we desperately need your help. The Tornillos, Shady 180, the Chopper, Augie. Playing with myself. I mean, we could save him first. And the fallen Fett are in need of your help. Return to Earth on Thursday night to catch their non-dolls presented by the Tornillos, 8:15 p.m. PST. The boogie, gather the troops, and roll well.
Whip. You're going the wrong way. Face the other way.
Okay,
Yeah,
do it again,
there.
do it again.
All right, ready? See that? Oh my God.
Hey guys, what's up? It's the one and only Fallen Fett here to remind you to check out the Boba Squadron found on Toying Around's YouTube channel. Join Kevin, Yoko, Paul, and myself as we break down the latest Star Wars episodes, news, and much, much more. And go to heroesvillains.com, use our code BOBA20, and receive 20% off your next order. Plus, it's stackable. Check it out. They have great merch, represent your favorite fandom, plus more. And don't forget to tune in to the Boba Squadron. Peace.
Hey guys, hello and what's up, and welcome to another episode of the Fallen Fett Chronicles. It is episode 128. Thank you so much for being here tonight. There's so much going on, but you're here. I thank you for that, or you're a part of the replay crew, whatever it is, just thanks. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up if you're new here. Hit that subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications, and hit all so you don't miss when we got stuff showing up here. Yes, tonight the crew is not here. Tommy and Yoko are still feeling it, and Dario has to work, but that's okay. That means we're going to hold off on all the Japan stuff and everything that they were going through, hopefully till next week. And we're going to do some, what is that, post, right? WrestleMania talk to go over everything that's happened up until there. So we do have some guests with us tonight that we're going to go back to. Let me go ahead and bring them in right now so we can get right into this and get the show up and running and started. How are you guys? How you doing? I'm okay. I can't believe it's already been a week. There's so much going on. It happened so fast, but here we are once again. So we'll get into all that. Let's just bring everybody to the stage. First up, welcome the one and only the Chamba's in the house. What's up, man? How's it going? You're on mute.
Not bad. Yeah.
There we go.
Going to talk wrestling. Should be good.
Yeah. Thanks, man, for joining us. I greatly appreciate it. We'll get into this right now. And what's a wrestling show without the wrestling hound? So Hound's here tonight as well, too. What's up, Hound?
No, baby, 17.
There it is. Yes, number 17. Right. So
Hound, you got to change your IG.
To what?
No, he's IG info on his actual thing.
Oh, okay. All right.
Or is it still is it still that? Is it still East Coast Figs?
Yeah,
I forget.
yeah.
It's still there? Okay. There you go.
Yeah.
What's up, Hound? How are you?
We cooking. Great Mania week. Great stuff. The downfall of kayfabe is happening, but I'm still here, baby. We still cooking.
Yeah, it was a good weekend. I enjoyed it a lot. I didn't get to watch Sundays. I had to catch up on that. And then Monday Night Raw, I was part of that problem where I didn't get to see the beginning. I don't know if Netflix has fixed it, but did you guys know about that?
You can watch it on playback.
Is it now?
Yeah, it should be up there.
It should be available.
So I don't know if you guys know or not. If you didn't catch it live, it started 30 minutes late. And I can't catch it live. So I kept trying, and I thought, at first I had thought, like, dude, what the heck is going on? Why was there not like a huge opening? It's Raw after WrestleMania. And then I'm waiting, and then there was a promo cut and somebody had the belts, and I'm like, wait, they shouldn't have the belts. What is going on? And then I kept trying to rewind and go back to the beginning, and nothing happened. I looked it up, and everybody was having the same problem. So I didn't know if it was up yet or what, but
as far as I know, I think Netflix removed the rewind button when you're watching Raw live.
Yeah,
as it's happening.
No, so I never get to watch it live. When I get home, it's like 6 o'clock. So then I start it, and there's a play from beginning button immediately already, and that's what you press, and it will start right from the beginning. The cool thing about that is if you don't pay for the commercials, they're not there either. So it will just roll straight through, omitting the commercials. Like I said, it came on immediately and just cut to the funny part is where it cut to, Michael Cole sounded like he was announcing, "Welcome to the Raw after WrestleMania, blah, blah, blah." And I was like, oh, this is all we're getting? So it kind of fell in that bracket. So yeah, if you have to watch it late the day of, like a little bit later, there is a play from beginning while it's still going on. So that is an option. Yeah. Because I'm always late. So it was cool. It was a long weekend. Lots and lots of stuff to do and going on. New movies in theaters. Sinners, I heard, is doing very well.
Yeah, I gotta watch that.
Jojo, my son, saw it. He loved it. Says yes,
Nice.
It lives up to the hype. I know. I want to go so bad now. Maybe hopefully this weekend. He said it was that good. I don't know if you guys have seen that or if any of the Federation has heard of it. Vampire Story. Yeah, I love vampire movies, so we'll have to go check that out this weekend. But he said yes, it lived up to the hype. Gave it a big thumbs up, so that's awesome. What else is going on? Yes, everybody is back from Japan. There was tons and tons of news from Celebration going on, figure-wise, announcement of shows. Andor has also started.
Dude,
I'm loving it. It
best
was
live action show.
How do you guys feel about the 3-episode drop?
Yes,
I
love it.
You like
Yeah.
it? I don't know. It
Yes.
seems I was just like 3 though.
Well,
I don't know.
do you know the basis around it of why?
No, why is it 3?
Okay, so what happened was, unfortunately, everything that stumbled with the Acolyte did affect some things, and they had to pull stuff back. Now, Andor was supposed to go on for 5 seasons, but because of this, they said, never mind. And what they're going to do is, so every Tuesday, that 3-episode arc is a year.
Yeah.
Leading up to the 5-year, that very last episode will lead straight into Rogue One.
Oh, okay.
Correct. So remember how they said 1 year later, and it gave us the BBY? It's going to do that every episode, and you have to know in your head, okay, time has gone.
Yeah, because it's weird for this series to technically be a prequel to Rogue One. Because you're like, we already know how it ends for him, right? Yeah. So it has to eventually get to that point. So this is the final season. This is basically it, right?
This is it.
Okay,
yes.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. It's nice to know that. It's nice to know that.
5 weeks, 3 episodes condensed for that year. So next week there'll be 3 and everything. So I like it.
That's actually all right. See, knowing that now, cool. I understand.
Yeah.
Cool.
And these last 3 that showed, I don't want to spoil it because it is 3 episodes and might be a little bit too early. But I love the world building that it did. The sets were awesome. The stories were cool. I was onto it. I was for it. And it definitely pulled me right back in. And I can't wait for more. So, yeah, it was really, really good. Yeah, you saw it, Hound. You enjoyed it too.
Yeah. I love Star Wars. It's one of my favorite things other than wrestling. But yeah, it was. This is definitely the best live action Star Wars show for me, and I love it. It's so good. Definitely not for kids.
Yeah, they really hyped up the adult content, which is fine, right? I mean,
if you think about it, Rogue One wasn't really for kids either, though. So
no,
it kind of makes sense, right?
Thing. Yeah.
Tonally.
Mommy, why isn't Andor in Empire Strikes Back? Yeah, well,
because
none of these characters are.
He did.
Yeah. So definitely go check that out. Give it a chance. Or if you didn't even know it was back, that's what's going on.
Cool.
Lots to come from Celebration. There was the trailer for the Mandalorian Grogu movie.
Stinky baby, he's back.
One of the greatest hypes was the we have a Darth Maul animation coming to us as well.
Oh right. See, all right. When does that story wise?
That's next year. Oh, when does it take place?
Story wise, yes.
Before
when
Rebels.
does it take place?
Right, before Rebels.
Yeah. After Clone Wars, before Rebels.
Yeah.
So it's the in between aspect.
A good time, yeah. So we're gonna get robot legs. We're gonna get, it's gonna be awesome. Yeah, I'm excited about it. That was cool to hear. There's tons of stuff going on, from video games to even Disneyland news. We got the official announcement.
The Star Wars stuff, like Visions, was the most exciting thing for me.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah, everything coming from there.
The fact that we're getting the spin-off season, mini season for the Ninth Jedi, to me, which I was like, give me more of this, thanks, because I like that whole premise more than even the sequel trilogy. Like I would follow those characters, no problem. So hearing that that's going to have its own limited season, I'm like, oof. Yeah, thank you. So they obviously understood. It's like, people like this one. That's a good one.
And hopefully we get more.
Well, yeah, I mean, because I think Visions season 3 is going to have sequel episodes to 2 previous.
Yes.
Okay.
Which already is dope, but the fact that this is getting its own, mini season type thing is awesome to me. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, that was, like I said, there was a lot. Those exclusives went crazy. I can't wait to talk about that right there.
Yo, you got it
tomorrow night on the show.
Yo,
yes.
Yo.
Dude, what's crazy about that was like once it was up on Amazon, next day was people already getting it. I was like, that's crazy. They had that thing ready, dude.
So for anybody who
the next day, dude, insane.
Yeah.
For anybody who can't make it tomorrow, what happened is, like Chamba said, the link went up at 9 a.m. and everybody was kind of leery, like, is this for real? Because there was like no announcement of it that this was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I put it in. I took a chance. I was that bad friend and asked Yoko if she could grab me one. And she was letting me know, dude, that's huge. I mean, it's basically almost a little bit under a Sideshow box. Okay. So, I mean, everybody who was buying stuff and having to come back with their luggage, that would be hard to bring back, right? Even if she wanted to get herself one. So I took a chance and I clicked the link and I did it. And it says available shipping today.
Mm-hmm.
And then immediately after that, it said, we'll receive before 6 p.m. Right. And I was all, oh, that sucks. I really went into the mode of, I just got scammed.
Okay. Right, because you're like, this is not going to be it, right? Like, there's no way.
Yeah.
Someone pulled a fast one on me.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, well, it was worth a shot, And then it was a busy day, went through my day, and more people are talking about it, clicking it, like, okay, hey, who announced this? Yada, 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 right? Then all of a sudden, it's like 3:30, and Yakface, out of all people, of course, one of the top Star Wars content providers out there, posted, oh my God, it's real. It's at my doorstep. And I was just like, wait, okay, he wouldn't lie like that.
Right. Like, if he got it, I have to get it too. Like, it's got to be real.
Yeah. So I went to my Amazon app and it says en route will receive before 10 p.m. Oh my God, this is really going to happen. And then more people started getting it. Mine was here, ordered it at 9:02. Mine was here at 6:30 p.m.
Look at that.
At my door. Wild.
You going to get a Hound?
No, I want the Grievous, the SHF more.
Oh, it's gonna. By the way, that one's going up tomorrow also.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, they just confirmed it now.
Order anywhere?
That one is a retail release. Yes.
Okay, cool.
I don't know if BBTS will get it because they tend to not get any of the Star Wars SH figure arts.
Hi, Yoko. Well, I mean, I didn't want to. Yoko says Ernie's leaving out the part. I gave him the link though. I didn't want to put you out there like that because I didn't let nobody know that you had given me a link prior. So
wait, she was in Japan and she gave you a link to Amazon America.
Yes, for it. And she said
she's still doing.
Oh yes. And she had said, look, please try it. It's a rumor going around. This is legit. And I was like, okay, cool. Understandable. Right. I'll do it. And then you guys posted it right away. And I was like, oh my God. Okay. Yes. Go. And then like I said, I literally, when I read that and it says delivered, available tonight, I really went, aw.
Yeah, because you knew like,
so
it's too good to be true. There's no way I'm getting this tonight. I just ordered it.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, I'm so busy. I'll make a claim tonight then. Dang it, But oh well, we'll see. Yeah, but then during that day, like I said, I'm at work and I see Yakpo's posted, and I was like, oh my God, all right. So yeah, no, thank you, Yoko, for that. I greatly appreciate it. Again, you're right. Chamba, I don't know how the hell she knew about it, but yes, it was there in real. So it was, it was awesome. Cool. So tons of stuff. I'm sure, after this, I'm doing Sarlacc Digest. There's talk over there for what's going on and Andor. Hopefully Kevin has everything calmed down after his show and we can do a Boba Squadron around Andor. And, everybody was there. All the stuff is out there. RMD. Thank you, RMD. Glad you made it home safe. The content and stuff you were sharing with me, brother, that was awesome. Thank you so much. You were making the rounds everywhere. Mm-hmm. I loved living vicariously through you for your trip because we were all right there with you. You were doing all the good stuff and all the cool stuff.
And you had a document, that's for sure.
That was awesome. So that was cool. And then Yoko and Tommy doing the same thing. It was a lot of fun. Kevin has a bunch of stuff on his channel already being put up, so go check over there. And here we are. Like I said, they're just still Japan wasted, celebration wasted. So we're gonna get into WrestleMania talk tonight, but all that info's out there. We'll catch up with them next week, and then we just broke down everything like that. Immediately following will be Star Wars talk with the Sarlacc Digest, and then tomorrow I'll get into that more of the Ronin on They're Not Dolls. And we'll see. I wonder if Kevin is going to do a show or if DK still rolling over there tomorrow. Kevin will probably do a show tomorrow.
I think Kevin might do a show.
Yeah.
He did have things to unbox, I believe.
He's already posting out stuff. Yoko has her unboxing videos up too, and her get ready with me. So please go check out Yoko's stuff and all that, and get your fill there until everybody's back next week. What else was going on? I saw Marcus hit me up this morning, and if you haven't yet, hit him up right now. I made a story on Instagram saying what it is, but it's May_17 on Instagram. He made brand new bingo cards for us to play during the episode. So hit him up so he can send you a bingo card so you can play along during the show. I scanned through some of them, was laughing hilariously at work. So, Marcus, thank you very much for that. He's also been keeping me up on my content on the videos to watch and what's released out there. And today we had a trailer of Predator Badlands.
Dude.
Yeah.
Hell yes.
Right? And I was like, oh my God, like I'm down for the no helmet right now. Or maybe he does and he loses it. Like, I don't know.
It looks just the premise alone to me was like, cool, this is refreshing. It's almost like you're seeing it from a different perspective, but also he's the protagonist. He's not the antagonist here, right? Like, that's cool. That's cool.
And was that Shin Hati? Or no, I was wrong.
No.
Oh,
that's a different
her.
That was one of the Fanning sisters.
Yeah,
right?
Ellie Fanning.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Now that you say that, it clicks. Like immediately, it clicks. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Awesome.
Just the
there
whole
we go.
idea of that is wild too. The whole this actually connected to the alien universe at this point now? They actually fully establishing that.
I hope so. I hope so. That'd be.
I mean, it's all on the Disney now. So
why
not? Right? Yeah, exactly. I think that's cool.
Yeah, we know it can happen. So let it, what else? I think we're kind of caught up for a week of news and stuff to get over. If anybody else wants to join us for the wrestling talk, we have the links out there. I know Augie said he was really going to try, and we'll see. Matt said that he'll try and jump in after their show. We got Between Two Sentinels going on, and we also put on links to everyone else as well too. So yeah, I think, right? Hound, did we miss anything? Anything else going on this week?
That SHF Grievous looks awesome, dude.
Yeah, he looks. We'll talk about it tomorrow. And
I need
it's going to be pricey, but it's going to be. It looks good. It looks basically what you want it to be.
Yeah. Okay.
So Hound's getting that one for sure.
Yeah.
I'm tempted. I mean, I don't even care about Grievous that much, but he looks so badass.
Yeah.
It's just, I think it's a great figure that everybody should have.
I guess.
For sure.
I guess.
Even though it's him, All right, there we go. Had to tone down the lights a little bit. All right, so let's check in with the Federation real quick, and then we'll start going over the wrestling stuff and get caught up. And there was a bunch. Again, thank you guys for the last time. We had such a great response to it. Everybody would like to see that every once in a while. And I'm down with it as long as you guys are. Maybe we could do it like every other live event or something and get caught up with the story and what we're thinking. But I mean, this was WrestleMania, literally barely just ended yesterday, and now they get to move on. It was like Tuesday to Tuesday, and it was awesome. So we'll get into that. But first up, yes, the Wrestling Hound is here tonight. Stormfire Blizzard, what's up? Welcome to the show. Juan Mega Man Puerto Rico. Hey, how's it going? Tori Renzu's here. What's up, nerds? What's up, Renzi? Wing or lose. Hello. How's it going? Less human, more robots. Hello, everyone. What's up? No, I am not. I thought I was going to be, but I'm not. Marcus is here. What's up? Everybody's saying hello to each other. Love that always. Yoko lost us 100 viewers as she let everybody know early she's not here tonight.
Oh.
And so, everyone just here in the chat, and I saw the numbers just go down. That's fine. That's all right. Let's see. Yeah, she hasn't seen Andor yet either. So please, no spoilers for anybody. It is kind of early, and like Chamba's saying, it's a 3 episode. I prepared myself for that yesterday to make sure I was clear to watch it.
Yeah,
how long is each episode?
40 minutes, an hour. Yeah,
really?
40, 45.
Ooh,
one was 45, one was 48.
So you're getting like movie length essentially, because
it's 3 hours.
Every week you're getting. That's
you're
sick.
going to. Yeah,
that's sick.
You know what? I put it closer to maybe 2:30 because that time is with all those credits.
Yeah,
with all that. So cut some of those minutes. But
sure.
It's
still worth it. I mean, it's gonna all add up.
Great long episodes. Anyways. Yeah. And that's cool. Telling you what, like I want to rave with her any day.
Hell yeah, let's go.
I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm just saying I will.
Oh, okay, that one. Because I was like, it's that scene, isn't it?
That was a bomb.
I enjoyed it. I was so for it. I like in that sense that it happened. That's the way it should happen. It was good. It was good. Santo 1414, what's up? How are you? Welcome to the show. Hit me up with some more Ross stuff. Just to keep up on the Ross. Guys, I still need help. I've been unlucky with anything that we talked about. All that stuff is out there, but it seems everybody is hammering to get it. But he did find the credit collection of who did he find? What's her name? I'm trying to find it on my wall because I just picked it up from somebody. And I can't. But yes, more Black Series is showing up for $5.99 still. Great freaking price. So yeah. John to the Ross is here. Yo, what's up? How's it going? Still feeling it. Yes. Yoko in the chat making Ernie sound like lies. No, I'm serious. Plastic Bubble, how's it going? I'm just trying to stay awake. Yes. I can't believe
the time
it.
Differences.
Yeah. Yeah. And she's been trying. And then like she posted today, she had 12 hours of sleep.
Nice.
Like she told me today, like, I thought I was going to be good, but I'm not. I'm like, oh yeah, I don't think you're going to be good for a couple days either.
Yeah.
I know
your body's catching up. That's why.
Yeah. I'm like, you time traveled back. you left on Wednesday and you came back on Tuesday. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yoko, would you like to share your news about a certain family member in Star Wars? I don't know what that one means, so we'll wait. Are he the same person? Maybe Ernie knows about my long lost uncle already. No, I don't know what's going on. I feel so left out. Felipe, what's up? Yo, Joe Hendry got a bigger pop than the actual WWE stars. There's a lot of different pops going on for it. RMD, what's up? Welcome back. Again, thanks for all the content. Rensu, Grumps is in the house, always representing Team Yoko. What's up, Grumps? How's it going? We're talking WrestleMania, bro. Glad I met you, Toy Rensu, in Japan. Good seeing you. Yeah, that was a funny picture. Tommy, popping in to say hello as I drift off to sleep. You see, Tommy's catching up too. Good night, sir. Let's see. Rick Jones is in the house. What's up, Rick? How's it going? Tommy saying what's up to everybody. Carla's here as well, just checking in to say hi. The new trailer for Predator Badlands. Yes. And then, yes, the animated one. We talked about that too. Vader Sugg. Badlands is wild. Yeah, it looks, I'm all for it. Oh, so speaking of, because they show that, right? The trailer breaks into the IMAX, right? And so JoJo was telling me, like, Dad, go see Sinners in IMAX. And I was like, son, are you serious? We don't have an IMAX theater out here. I was like, oh, did you forget that? Like, we don't have one. Like, I have to go down the hill in order to watch that. And he's like, oh, I forgot. He's like, but it was badass in IMAX. Sonic Rockman X, what's up? Welcome to the show. Being at the Visions panel was so dope. Can't wait for more stories. Dude. Yeah. That figure looks great, but the price is tough.
It's going to be about Grievous is going to be about $116 pre-shipping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Till next time, bro. Hi, Sonic. I wish I could pick up the Black Series Vision set. It was on Amazon, and I heard it's still going up. Didn't it go up like a Hasbro Pulse today?
You got to keep looking out for it, basically.
And then it keeps going in and out of Amazon, I've heard as well, too. Yoko said my suitcase was still 9 pounds overweight without them in there. Yeah. I don't even know if you guys are following RMDs. RMD, what did you do? Did you just like rent a U-Haul and put it on the plane for all the stuff that you got? Because, dude, you must be a magician, because all the stuff that you showed that you got and then your 2 tiny suitcases, I was like, bro, what is going on? I think
he removes the boxes, right?
How is he bringing everything back? I think he would have to.
Yeah. Because that's what I do when I shop.
This fool had shoes.
Yeah. Shoes don't weigh a lot. You got to remember that.
Figures, but the space though, like, I ain't trying to smash my new shoes either.
No, you put things in the shoes. I do that all the time.
To load up.
I put action figures in the shoes. I put like t-shirts that I roll up in the shoes.
Okay, all right.
Dude, it protects the figures.
Yeah,
I guarantee you.
Yeah, that's true too.
Anyways,
packing tips from Chamba. Always doing the most out here.
Space, man. It's all about space.
So Yoko had to pick herself one up off of Amazon too, which is awesome. Nice. Did you get yours in, Yoko? If you're still here, did you get it with the quickness like everybody else? What figure was this again? The Ronin figure, the Black Series
Visions
exclusive, Visions figure for Celebration. Yeah, the Ronin 2-pack. Wild, I have Mando and Grogu trailer in my phone, and so do I.
Wow. What a flex.
Is that Eli Fanning? Is that who it is? L? Oh, it's L? Okay. Shout out to Chamba, recommended the spots. Hit up and appreciate it, bro.
Glad you hit him up, dude.
The Ronin 2-pack is a black and white figure with the robot. Yes. After the first episode, Star Wars Visions. Yes. Joey's here. What's up, Joey? Dude, wanted to be a part of the wrestling conversation last time. He even hit me up. He was like, how did you have a wrestling show and didn't tell me? And I was like, bro, because you were at work. Like, I know this. And then he was like, I was at work, but he's all
could take a break.
Yeah. He said, tell me next time that you're on. And I was like, okay, you got it. And I did today, but unfortunately, he can't today. But maybe the next one. But you know who was here? Augie was here. What's up, Augie?
Hey.
Thanks for making it. We're almost there. We're just getting through the Federation real quick, and then we'll jump into it. Okay. Evil Diva, hi babe. Are you on your way home or are you still at work? Don't let Ernie lie to you. He doesn't have any John Cena figures. He can't see him. No.
Nailed it.
Stormfire did send me a figure to give away for the show, which is wrestling related. So when we get this going more, I figure the next one and more people hop in, we will do something to give that figure away also too. And it's a sweet figure. It's not just a figure. So yeah.
Okay.
Sonic says, I never saw a series of episodes, but been waiting to see since Tamashi made those other figures back then. Yeah, and that episode was okay, but they made those too. Did you really? I was kind of really.
I loved it because to me it was kind of like it was all the hype aspects of Star Wars put into a short. If you really think about it,
yeah,
it's not made to be a full story, but you got the full story in that short.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's probably why it feels like it's too, because it's, I know some people are like, it feels like it's too much going on. It's like, yeah, because they have a time limit.
It was a
They
lot.
wanted to tell, it's like, yeah, it's a compressed story.
What's up,
Sonic? If it was spread out, you probably would have liked it a heck of a lot more.
Yeah, that's true. Yes, you're absolutely right. Yeah. Sonic remembering I was here also, but I had to get out the Yoko stuff first, of course. It's a decent series. That episode with the Ronin is my personal favorite. Mine too. I have a couple favorites from
you need to make a Sith from that one.
Yes. Well, I would love the bounty hunters at the beginning.
That's what
I would
saying.
love if we can.
The Ronin one is going to get a sequel episode in Visions 3.
Yeah.
So that's dope.
So yes, she already got hers too. Yeah, okay. I haven't opened it yet, but it's here. That's great. I wish all things could be like that because that was amazing. Packing tips for Chamba, but read it as a Filipino. Mike's here. What's up, Arizona 200ers Guild? Him also hit me up immediately as we were going over Raw stuff last week. He's like, bro, why didn't you tell me? I didn't know you were going to do that. I didn't know I was going to do that. Me and Jester just started talking, but you're always welcome to hit up all the info and everything. And all of your sources were correct. And I immediately got a figure the next day. So thank you, brother. But yeah, we all still need help trying to get those legends out there. So go follow him if you want to keep up to date on the daily for all of your out hunting from Target to GameStop to Ross and everywhere. Check out Arizona Toy Hunters Guild, and especially for Turtle News. Yeah, I removed the boxes for my figures, RMD says, and had brought less clothes, so that helped. Plus the Ronin figure just arrived. Oh, so you ordered it too. Nice. Also had stuff in my backpack and a duffel bag. Okay.
You got to put it everywhere, dude.
So it made it all work. Thank God. Yeah, I'm glad because you had a ton of shit. I'll do wrestling trivia for you next, Ernie, and you can give the fig to the winner. Oh, that'd be perfect.
Cool.
Yeah. So then we can keep it going. Thank you, Tommy. That sounds great. Hey, Federation. What's up, Shelf Presents? Welcome to the show. Thank you so much. I wonder if Tamashi will make this Ronin figure since they have that line of stylized figures.
I would love
together.
Yeah. I would love it.
Was there a talk of speaking of stylized figures of the movie? What's it called?
Realization.
Yeah, the movie Realization. Is anything new coming out from them?
The May show one.
I didn't know if anything was shown at Celebration or not.
They didn't show
the Dagobah Luke and Kellen Beck and Mason.
And that was it, right? Nothing there.
Yeah, just that.
All right. Welcome back, Yoko. I got Tony today at Target.
Nice. People are finding Tony.
Yes.
People are finding Blanca.
Dang, I went to 2 Targets today.
So I missed him by a day. My hookup said, I'm not in today. I'll call you tomorrow. And I said, cool, brother, thanks. And then Cheney mentions that a friend of ours picked it up and said, hey, Ernie, they're back out there. So-and-so got them today. And I was like, oh, man. And Cheney was all, what? And I was like, I need them. I don't have them. Cheney had thought I had them already. I didn't. I had just had the blue Guile that day, and that was it. Not Blanca and Sagat. So I still need those too. But yeah.
No rush.
Well, people are already getting in their next shipment. And their next shipment was 3 Sagat, 3 Blanca, and then Tony's and Chester's. And I was like, oh my God, let me go to that Target. But yes, guys, they are out there. Hit up your Targets. So Tony comes with Chester the Cheetah, in case you didn't know. So
2 cats.
Yeah,
I've seen them. Yep.
J Shot, ahoy, ahoy. What's up? How are you guys? Did I hear wrestling trivia? Yes, Machu. You can join us whenever. I sent the link. Let's see. I'm here too, Rensu. Sheesh. Yeah, I know. I felt that way too sometimes. I do. Yeah, I need both of the Street Fighters. Yeah, they're out there though, Shelf. They're just starting. Like I said, people are getting them again. So yes.
I think it's a case of 2 and they're 1 each.
Oh, really? Okay. So then that store must have got 3 then, and that's awesome. I didn't think it was orderable. Maybe they ordered them, but who knows? That was awesome though.
I saw Cammy last night at Target. I've never seen that before.
Oh, I've never seen Cammy at Target either yet.
I saw it last night. I'm wondering if it was a return from somebody or something.
Me too.
I ain't never seen Cammy from Target either.
Yeah.
True.
So also Target still has it at the lowest price of $29.99, which is
for
great.
The Sagat and Blanca.
Yes. Yeah,
So
which is
proper
great.
retail.
Yes.
OG retail.
Because some people already have it at $34.99.
Right.
No way.
Yes.
For it, yeah.
Yeah. Walmart got their
wait a minute. Mine might have been $34.99.
At Target though, or
I'm gonna check. Yeah, I'm checking mine now.
Okay.
Continue.
D Balake Mage, D Blake makes. Treat yourself. Howdy Federation, member for 15 months. Yes, go over there. If speaking of Street Fighter, you need some Street Fighter signs or anything that you do, use the code The Fallen Fet and receive 20% off your order. Go hit him up now. The link is in the story, so go check him out. What's up? How's it going, Damien?
They were $29.99.
29?
Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah. J Shot's a Lago incident all over again. What's up? And Wing. So yeah, Matt, if you'd like to join us, if Lago's out there too, if he wants to join, just come on over.
I don't think he's seen the link yet, so maybe he's not on.
Good night, Tommy. Yes, we know you're tired. We will see you next week, buddy. Have a good one. Can't wait to hear all about it. Yoko too, if you fall asleep. Night. All right, so yes, we came on a week earlier before of all of wrestling. Oh, just real quick, Augie, how are you? How you doing? Thank you for being here.
I'm okay. Something happened last night. I didn't sleep well at all, and I had to work early this morning, and I was just like, this is too much. But I was like dry heaving. I was like, you know that thing when you brush your teeth and you go to clean your tongue and you gag?
Yeah.
But I hit it so hard that that sensation you feel right before you puke.
Yeah, the burning.
I was like, oh, it wants to do it, and I was like, nah, I'm fine. Just nothing happened. Just go on about your day. And literally, I carried that into my body about 5 or 10 minutes, and I was like, nope, you need to take care of this. I literally leaned over and nothing, because I didn't eat anything, so nothing. I'm just sitting there hacking like a crazy person. And then my sleep was all messed up last night, and then I worked. I came home. You had sent me the link, and I meant to sleep for 20 minutes. Woke up 3 hours later because I really needed to sleep.
That's what I was gonna say. I've needed to sleep too for about a week and a half. So hopefully tonight too, I can get some sleep. Really counting on it. But I've been saying that for a week and a half every night. So we'll see what happens.
We'll see.
But yeah, there was a lot going on for the weekend, and we are going to get into WrestleMania. We did come on here a week before it happened, so there was, that buildup of Raw and SmackDown and all the stuff in between. And then we had night one. I talked to Chamba at the end of one. I was talking to Matt through a couple of it, but night one for me wasn't exciting as night two. It really took that last match to really make me feel something. Other than that, I was just kind of, what I think it was I did not like night one's crowd either. Like they weren't really.
I felt like they're almost warming up to it.
Yeah, it really did.
Because it almost felt like the crowd was treating it like a pre-show to an extent.
Yes.
Which is, I mean, I get it because it's a 2-night thing, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like,
yeah, because night two's crowd was
night two. They were hot. Whoa. They were all for it. They
were
all for it. But night one, it's like the way it started. I was just like, why are the crowd treating this almost like the vibe? It felt like it was just like, this is like a pre-show to them. But it's...
Evil Diva kept pointing it out. I saw it too, and then it was like the second night when we heard everybody. I was like, okay, was night one more of the hype of like the cool people all had to go? WrestleMania's here. I got a ticket. I'm here, and not knowing. You get what I'm saying? Because night two was just like you said. They were on fire, and they were wow. They were all about it. But yeah, night one happened, and I'm going to tell you now. Augie, I know you weren't here at the beginning. We don't have to go match by match. We can say our favorite matches, things that happened, and on Raw, so we don't go over. We can keep it at 2. But I'll start with my favorite, and then we can go around. For night one, my favorite was Dom winning. That was just...
That was night. That was night 2, wasn't it?
Yeah, night 2.
Oh, night 2 was Dom winning?
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
I was so excited. I don't even know what
how
night
good.
it was.
That's how good night 2 was.
Yes, and I wish that it was night 1.
That it won the match of the night for night 1.
Yeah, you're absolutely freaking right. Yeah,
that's how good it was.
Yeah, you're right. So, that was my favorite. So then, fuck it. We'll just go into the 2-night event then. I was trying to keep it 1, but obviously I can't.
So you want to basically say what your favorite matches for the Mania in general for the weekend.
There it is. What's up, Matt?
What up?
He's already with a belt.
He is. Look at that.
Already with the belt.
Yeah.
Good job. Good job with that. You already even have his side plates on. How'd you do that?
Actually, it's Rollins' side.
I know. I'm just kidding. Yeah. Okay. So my favorite was definitely him winning. The crowd. I almost even choked up for the crowd to have given all that love to him.
Oh yeah.
Right away. It was my favorite point of the whole weekend, and I hope that he retains it for a while. I couldn't believe already on Monday he already had another match, and then it still went well with the great surprises and JD coming back. That was great, and it's still working up. I can't believe it that he was back.
Yeah,
that dude's an animal for everything that happened.
Oh yeah,
that big head that protects you.
He's, you know what? His head isn't large. It's just that he has very narrow shoulders.
Yeah.
He doesn't have. If he had wider shoulders, you would not even notice it. That's the thing.
You wouldn't see it.
Yeah, he's got very narrow shoulders.
But I loved
it. Said he was ready to go. I think he said he'd been ready to go for a while, but management was getting annoyed with him because while he was waiting,
ready,
he would start like gardening and like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm gardening. I'm bored." And they're like, "No, you're not. Stop doing that. Like, get back in the house." Like, yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
But he's like, I think he made it sound like he was just, he's been ready. I don't know. When I saw his interview on Chris Van Fleet, and he seemed like he was ready to come back.
He was ready. They said he needed more of a break still, just in case.
Mm-hmm.
But he was mentally like, I wanna go out there already. But they're like, cool. Don't do anything yet because you don't want to, delay the actual recovery.
That was cool. And with that, then I do think that Finn's on his way out of Judgment Day.
Like, he needs to. Because honestly, just bring back Demon Finn. Like, treat that as it should, because
I would love that.
They handled him pretty poorly by the end of the Demon Finn.
Yeah.
This Judgment Day Finn has no aura at all whatsoever.
Sure.
Yeah, he's just kind of there.
Mm-hmm.
But that was
he's good. He plays a role well, but it's like, we need the Demon Finn back.
So, Chamba, what was your favorite for the weekend?
My favorite, like, proper physical match was the Women's World Triple Threat. That one, like, the fact that started night 2, I was like, what a high bar.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, as far as like actual wrestling in ring, I still think that's the best one. They all highlighted their own strengths, but they all like made it work so that there wasn't really a weak link. That's the thing. Is like all 3 of them amazing. So, and it's, I mean, just because you can like, just because they're all great doesn't mean that the match is always going to be good. They might not have the chemistry, but they're that good that they can make it work. Yeah. And I'm so glad that EO retained. I think she needs to hold it longer. She puts in the work. She's one of the best in the world, period. And it shows. And also her role within the actual match was great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Love
that played out.
But there was a lot. I enjoyed the whole weekend, I think. Like, I know some people like, this match was boring. I was like, dude, the fact that we're getting this is wild.
Mm.
just be thankful that we're getting some great matches and just entertaining show. But yeah, the women's triple threat was my favorite.
Was for you. Nice. Hound?
My favorite. I want to give a quick shout out to my girl Stephanie. Great match. She's one of the goats of Vakir and NXT. I don't know if you know that match.
I'm still getting used to that as Vakir, not McMahon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
When someone says just Stephanie, I go, she's
yeah.
How did I miss that?
they always say Stephanie Vakir there. You know, they don't.
Yeah.
There's only one Stephanie.
Yeah.
But my favorite from night one has to be for my boy CM Punk, because I've been watching this shit since I was a kid, since 10 years old, and like when I was watching Survivor Series 2012 on a sketchy website when he beat Del Rio for the title, and I've been a fan ever since. And the fact that he finally got his Mania main event after everything with the podcast that was like 10 years ago at this point, probably more. And like seeing the crowd, like the hype packet that they play where you see him like young, his addiction is like wrestling. They play This Fire Burns, like
that
the
was a
whole
good package.
arena was singing that song. Like I love that song, and that was great. I loved. I think Seth definitely deserved the win there. I love Seth too. He's also one of my favorites. Definitely the right winner there as well with the whole swerve.
So glad he won.
Yeah. I love Punk.
I was like, this had to be it. This had to be. Punk didn't need to win. That's the thing. He just needed the moment of being.
It was great as Hound, you made a correct point, and I know everybody could see it. Punk was living the moment and had so much fun.
Yeah.
The whole night. Did you guys even see when he was laying there laughing and smiling when he was talking to the ref? I'm like, camera's not supposed to be there.
No. It's like camera, wrong camera right now.
Go over. Yeah. He was just loving it. Yeah, even Joe said CM Punk package was epic. It was good
because he got his moment.
It was great, and he was living through it, no matter the outcome. He played it up well. They danced so good, and we got a great new story coming out of it. So
It's like it's perfect because it's all. I think the winners should always be about forwarding the story, right? And this one is. I mean, look what happened with Raw and whatnot. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Before we hit up Augie, Shelf says this one of the worst Manias in recent memory. The first half of night 2 was great. The main event for night 1 should have been night 2. Reverse the main events, and that would have been better.
Okay.
Night 1's main event was incredible.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes, it was. It was. Augie, what was your favorite for WrestleMania?
Oh, it's not even close. The women's triple threat.
That too.
It was insane.
I've replayed that
CM Punk
several times
too. CM Punk said that he was saying about when it comes to booking, he needs to start putting his feelings aside. He goes, I'm a big believer of you don't do Mania main event is for a title. And he goes, and I understand I'm a big hypocrite because my match there's no title on it. And then he goes, I'm just getting really angry because I want to see what it's like for different people to be in the WrestleMania main event. He was like, EO might never have this chance ever again. How do you like Rhea Ripley screams WrestleMania main event? And then he goes, and let's be honest, we all know they're going to steal the whole weekend. And then they absolutely did. Yeah. It was really funny. I was talking to my brother and he was just like, he made it sound like it was obvious. And he goes, well, obviously they're setting it up for EO to win. And I go, excuse me? And he's like, you don't think it's obvious? I go, no. I was like, I don't think that was my prediction at all. And he goes, I think it's obvious EO is going to win. And he was right. But let me tell you, it's been years since I've seen a match where when I was watching it, where I went, okay, when this is done, I got to go back and rewind and rewatch that. I want to see that whole thing again. It's very rare, but there's certain matches that I fall in love with it. Like that's how I got into the Hardys because of that tag ladder match against Edge and Christian. Was it No Mercy 99? I watched that match so many times. I think at one point I was watching it like at least twice a day. Like I just thought it was such a perfect match. And I haven't yet, but I did tell myself, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, oh my gosh, I have to do Ernie show. But like I had it on my docket today to rewatch that match before I go to bed.
Yeah. Nice.
Because it was so good.
Yeah.
And I kind of enjoy how it's interesting. Like the thing that really changed was how they're starting to say the word storyline. They're acknowledging it's a production. and just removing kayfabe. And they're already showing video of like Rhea and Bianca hugging in the back.
Well,
and I
that was
think
a video on
they
Twitter.
like ran off together.
Yeah, it was on Twitter and stuff. But it's like, I mean, people understand it's a show, but
Well, did you guys see the preview for the show that's coming out where they're doing that?
Yeah, WWE Unreal.
It's going to be a show on Netflix.
Yeah,
of the storyline.
Yeah, they literally show like in the one of the images is like a 3 whiteboards, and then they all have like different Mania match cards on it. And one of them was like people like deciphered it. It was gonna be like Wyatt 6 versus the Judgment Day, and like Punk versus Gunther versus Rollins for the title was one of them. And I'm not a fan. I feel like you should keep kayfabe. I don't like this at all. I hate it.
Well, here's the beauty of this, Hound. You don't have to watch it.
That's what I was gonna say.
You know what I mean? Like they're not going, hey,
Yeah.
Keep your eyes open. We're
Correct.
forcing this down your throat. It's like, no.
Yes.
Here is something
Yeah.
for those that are actually interested in this. If
Yeah.
you want to get behind the scenes type stuff,
I can't wait.
I'm. This is awesome. I'm gonna watch
Yeah,
the crap
me
out of that
too.
one. That's awesome.
I think the internet discourse like we're having right now, I think it's stupid for wrestlers to not admit that we're having this conversation. So I think what they're doing is that they're meeting us here.
Yeah.
Like, look, everyone's talking about it like it's a show. So it's a show.
Also,
Like,
content. More content for them. Heck
Mhm.
yeah. Heck yeah.
And then also I think that's kind of a good thing because sometimes you get to sometimes people go, oh, so and so is not connecting with the fan base. We don't really know them. Like for me, I'll give you an example, like a really quick example. I didn't get for a second Raquel Rodriguez. I'm just kind of like, she's okay. But I see her interview with Chris Van Fleet, and then you get an idea of them as a person. You still think that they could connect a little better, but at least you have an insight where you get you're like, oh, they're charming, or oh, they speak really well. Like Lyra Valkyrie, I feel like is not really breaking through, even though I think she's a crazy good wrestler. I don't get her as a person. But then Bailey was talking about her the other night, and I was like, oh, that's really cool. Like she really understands wrestling. And I think little things like that. And then also, on the other hand, if let's say me and Chamba's the face and I'm the heel, Chamba's the one that's going to be doing all the talk shows and doing all the appearances and getting paid all this extra money and then getting also like a bigger cut of the check, when at the same time is like my job is to make him famous. Mm-hmm. So why am I not getting that same amount of money? If you acknowledge it as a storyline, then it opens up opportunities for me as a performer to also be on a talk show, to also talk about it. And it evens out the playing field a little bit, because I don't remember who was saying this. It might've been Ryback. And I know his opinions and stuff are kind of crazy, but when he was saying like, I don't understand why main eventers get main eventer pay and jobber gets jobber pay when they literally both work together as performers to put one guy over. And I was like, that's kind of true. Like I was seeing the argument, you know what I mean?
Because I mean, the face can only do so much. The actual heel has to work with him equally. Yes.
Even more.
If like the face is nothing, if the heel is if the heel is garbage, or if the heel doesn't actually work with the actual face, the face ain't gonna be up there. It's simple as that.
It was great.
So I get it.
There's also the factor of like, can that person draw?
100%.
Right? Like I was watching that there was another documentary that they released with the making of WrestleMania 9 when they were first in Vegas. And it was because like they were having problems selling tickets because Hulk Hogan wasn't advertised for the event. And then like the moment that they announced that Hulk Hogan, might show up, that's when people started tuning in. And
you know what's really crazy? I was never a Hulkamaniac.
Neither was I.
When I was a kid, it was so milquetoast. Like I really liked Randy Savage. I was really into. I loved the Intercontinental Championship.
Piper, man. I was all about Piper.
I liked everyone around him. I liked Piper. I liked Rick Rude. I liked Jake the Snake. I liked Randy.
I was
Savage.
everybody.
During that time, I hated wrestling. I hated wrestling during that time, like with Ultimate Warrior and like.
It was garbage.
I didn't like Ultimate Warrior either. I remember being like,
I had a Warrior flag on my wall.
Warrior looked cool until you saw me like, oh, he's garbage.
Well, I thought he looked cool, but I just remembered being like, can I get more than like 5 seconds?
No, that's when you realize, oh, he's garbage.
Like Bobby Heenan's commentary when Warrior comes out is hilarious. Like
he's the best.
Bobby Heenan. But commentary, but Warrior also cutting promos. That was
my god.
Oh,
I remember something like this is too fake for me.
The best is when all the other superstars were making fun of his promos, like word for word.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the main event of night one. I liked the storytelling. Amazing. It was important, and there was a reason that it was there. I don't know that you could have taken that storyline and put it anywhere else on the card other than a main event, just because of who's there. Like, you can't have Roman Reigns in the main event of every WrestleMania and then just leave him off of it. You know, Seth Rollins also you're propelling the main event scene for the next year with Seth Rollins. So this setup, it's properly placed. Like, I understand what he's trying to say, what CM Punk was trying to say about the Women's World Championship, because they worked so hard in the feud so good. I don't know. I think people would have been happy of the women main eventing and doing such a good job, but there was no way that where you're going to put that other match. Like, you're going to have.
You know what though? What if they had flipped it? What if
what if it ends with night one?
Yeah.
I mean,
if you had as in, like, if you ended night one with the women's triple threat.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I don't know that it would work.
With the triple threat.
I feel like if Punk, the Punk match opened night two, I feel like people would have been angry.
Really?
Even though people say,
the opening match is like
the opening match is so important. It's the second most important match after the
I
main
think
event.
So.
Yeah,
but I don't know how I would feel about, like, it's gonna sound weird. It's gonna sound bad to say, and I know that I dunk on Jey Uso, but I kind of understood why Uso and Gunther was the first match of night one. Like, I understood that, and also in my head, I could see the Women's World Championship being where it was because people were iffy on the buildup, whereas I feel like the men's has been a clean buildup.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Do you know what I mean?
It's about the lead
outperformed it in the end.
That was true.
Yeah.
And it was like a lot of people were like, oh, sorry, that was actually really good. Sorry, I thought that was gonna be crap. That was actually really good. And that was, I mean, that match was, and I loved it because there was there's always a thing when people call it a triple threat. I love that idea of it when it's treated as a threat. Like, I loved how the women were scrambling. Because you don't have to be the best wrestler. You just have to have the opportunity. And it was just like repeated breaking of the pitfalls.
It also helped that those are the three best female wrestlers.
Real athletes,
you know what I mean? Like,
the world.
That's why I'm like, this is going to be wild. And it really
and they had the cardio for it.
Yeah.
Which is super important too.
And they could it could have been longer as well. And it still would have been amazing. That's the thing.
And they introduced a sense of urgency. Like, there was almost a desperation to get to it. Like, it's like when something's everyone's trying to reach for it.
Where did Rhea's black eye come from?
The match. She didn't have anything on
I know.
But when during the match,
when she struck.
After the match, she just punched herself in the face. No, that's not what he's asking.
It might be. I know. I'll look. It's probably Bianca. But actually, Io hits pretty hard too, so it could be any of those spots.
I don't think they were like laying like haymakers.
Oh yeah, I don't think it was that. That's why I'm saying where
things
was it at? Yeah.
It was cool too, though.
As
in, like, you know, highlighting it on Raw. That was cool.
I love when we always all go, ooh,
like, ooh, what happened?
That should leave a mark. Yeah.
Like there was a cardio. There was a cardio aspect to it where, like, for me, I felt like. And the flip side, Tiffany Stratton was gassed. I felt there were points in the match where she was just getting tired. And I was like, it was uneven because Charlotte's really laying it in. And Charlotte tends to be really
I thought Charlotte was doing some work in there. Like,
I felt like Charlotte.
They were shooting, brother.
I mean, she lost one of her veneers. You saw that.
Yeah.
It was so funny because everyone's like, she didn't lose a tooth because, you know, she had it fixed. She showed it. And I go, she didn't say she didn't lose a tooth. All she said was, my teeth are fine. Roman Reigns also has veneers. You think they don't have someone on staff?
Correct. Yeah, they do.
So clearly,
it's part of the contract.
Yeah.
But for some reason, like, people were really like trying to say she didn't get her teeth knocked out. I'm like, guys, we have eyes. Like, you can see her veneers.
She did.
And, like, the remnants of her tooth were there. I mean, what's cool is it made it look. I mean, she looked like a broke down Barbie doll by the end of that match.
That was cool.
She was tore up. I loved the tore up look. What were you gonna say, Matt?
Match was really uneven. The best match of night one, probably the tag match. And that was my personal favorite.
Yeah.
With the Charlotte and the Tiffany Stratton match, I felt like Tiffany, because she's only been on the roster for about a year, right? I felt like she was kind of rushing through while Charlotte was trying to lower down the pace of the match. So, like, they weren't really meshing well. at certain points in the match.
That's interesting.
Like it looked like it was getting really frustrating for the both of them.
Isn't it like Tiffany's first Mania?
Yeah,
it was.
So I'm like, she's still fresh, and
yeah.
That's why I was like, this is the first time the hype is there, her rush is there. So I was like, you watch in a few years, it's gonna be, she's gonna have it, no problem.
Yeah, no problem. I totally get what you were saying, Matt. Though too, I kind of felt that way, and I was calling that out as I watched it because I was like, dude, what is going on here? But it was just one of those matches. But I am glad that they did not give it to Charlotte. I am glad she
retained also.
Yeah. Corinne was all sitting there and she said, do you know how fucking pissed everybody would be right now if they give it to her? And I'm like,
she would be straight heel. And I'm like, that probably was not their plan as well. Like, I'm sure they were like, yeah, we're gonna bring her out. She's gonna be a face. And I'm like, I don't think anyone wants her as a face. She's a better heel. Charlotte's a way better heel.
Yeah. So that was good. What was your favorite, Matt?
So my favorite was the John Cena versus. No, it was not. At first, it was the triple threat for night one, but then after watching the female triple threat match from night two, I was like, oh my god, that was so good.
Yeah, you told me that immediately.
That was
I was at Disneyland and I thought, oh god.
And he's like, I can't watch this yet.
Yeah. I was ready to start faking cramps and everything. Like, oh man, we should go.
When that match
what's wrong?
When that match happened, I was like, I don't want to be Triple H because like trying to figure out where these matches go on the card, especially for that particular match, it would have been really tough. That was probably the best place they could do it.
I think so too.
If they put it right before the main event, I don't think that would work.
The contrast is too big. It's too big.
Stupid question. What's the best ring playset in your opinion?
You can go on. I'm just trying to make sure that everybody's comments pop up because everybody's answering for everybody in the chat.
Well, the best ring would probably be the new Mattel, the one that comes with Rhea Ripley, or just the new batch that Mattel's doing with the new ring, because it's more accurately sized to like the wrestlers. Yeah, that's like the most.
Okay, so it scales better, right?
Yeah. At least for WWE, for AEW, they have a couple options on ringside. So
they're almost about the same size, both of those.
So import figures, I would recommend the Tamashi stage. This is 1/4 of it, by the way.
Yeah,
you can combine.
That's Chama's favorite right now.
This is the best thing. It's the best thing. I've got 3 coming as well. So best thing.
Sorry about that, Matt. Go ahead, finish.
It's all good. Also, the other thing was, I did point out to Ernie that same text. I was like, all my predictions came true except for the women's triple threat, and I was like, I was actually happy that Chamba was right. Because you wanted Io to win.
I wanted Io to win so bad because I'm like, she needs to keep it. This is garbage if they already pass along. She needs it as long as she can.
Right. And after we had that conversation, I was like, because like I thought Rhea would win, right? And after you gave your explanation, I was like, man, I think Io should win. Like, but will they actually pull that trigger?
Right.
And the more I'm watching, I'm like, oh my god, Chama's gonna be right. Chama's gonna be right.
Because Rhea doesn't need it.
She doesn't need it. No,
you know what I mean. Like her pop is so big. I'm like, she doesn't need a title.
She's that champion on your own status.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
like Roman too.
Yeah,
it's right. Like Roman does not need a title at all at this point. You know what I mean? It's just an extra thing, but then you're taking it away from somebody else who could probably utilize it even more. But
I feel the same.
So like, I felt like night one, the undercard was not as good as the main event. And it was the opposite for night two. And night two, you could feel that like as the show was progressing, you're like, oh no. You could tell like the crowd's gonna be like, how is the crowd gonna keep up? Because like after more than 2 days of WrestleMania, you can't keep that energy. It's hard to keep that energy, like to ride that wave. But if you start out really high on night two, they're gonna crash by the end of the night.
And they did. But
on the AJ Logan Paul matches, I feel like when things start to slow down.
I was gonna say that AJ and Paul match is like, is the night turning?
Yes, that's a good way to put it.
Because then it was the women's tag with Becky and that match.
That was fun. It was fun.
Yeah, did you guys? I like the surprise of Becky.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I really like Bailey, and I feel like So yes, Becky was the surprise, got a large pop, great. Everybody's been waiting for her.
Was it a
they
surprise?
win? I'm still iffy about whatchamacallit, about the what's her name, Valkyria or
Yeah,
whatever.
I like it. She's good.
Do you really? I don't know.
I reckon in ring she's good.
In ring she's good. I don't know if she has the personality to
I don't know her character.
the character.
Character-wise,
she more TV time. Like,
I was
think
like,
that's the thing.
I kept saying, take off those wings. Like she had them.
Yeah, I don't get. I was like, is she a chicken?
She was
Like
when she hugged Becky.
Yeah, when she hugged Bailey with the wings, I was like, that's weird.
Like, take those off, take those off, take those off.
I was saying that
she doesn't. There's little beats that she doesn't get. Like, she's a solid wrestler. There's just a lot of like, I know it's gonna sound weird. Like, how should I put this? She does have issues connecting. There's a thing where people say you have that it, and I feel like Becky wants us to see that she's the next Becky. I feel like, and what they do is they're giving her obstacles to kind of see if she can sink or swim. But I don't know that she's interesting enough, because even in NXT, she carried Tiffany Stratton. And I think that's when people like really notice that she's a solid wrestler. But she wasn't interesting until like Tatum Paxley was stalking her. But Tatum Paxley was the one that was getting over, not Lyra. When the intention is that Lyra's getting over.
Yeah.
Like Becky let Lyra beat her for the NXT Women's Championship. I'm like, okay, cool. Every time I'm sick of Lyra, she does it in an insane spot. Like the suplex off the apron to the floor in the Intercontinental Finals. When Nia Jax just did her Annihilator and she took it stiff. Like, there's little things that Lyra does in the ring that I'm like, oh.
When she took Liv's
really good
and put her arms up and went back, I was laughing hysterically.
It's really weird how
she hit that good.
I don't like the Bird character. If she needs
that needs to drop. I was like, I don't get this.
The Bird thing is like because I think she's Scottish, so it's based off like an old like Scottish Island like legend of like the crow and stuff. So that's
no, I get that. I just don't think it can.
It just looks all awkward. Also,
and that's what I was saying. She came out and did it, and so I kept saying, "Take off the wings.
Don't wear the wings. Have it underneath your arms."
And then she kind of sold it originally as like a dark bird, and then her finisher is called the Nightwing. I was like, oh, but now you're
she's
a white bird now.
Like her colors are so light.
Yeah. So I'm just kind of like,
they need to rework her, I think.
But I just don't know. See, because you could say that, but then it's like, what do you rework it to? Because you hear women's wrestling in interviews, and all they talk about is how good Indy Hartwell is, and that didn't translate. I think her matches were boring, but
I saw her live. She's dope.
Yeah, I'm sure she's great. And like when you see her in interviews, you're laughing. You're like, she's really funny. Like she's.
But
really
that's why I'm like, where's this character?
Yeah,
where is it? And sometimes I'm like, maybe they're not allowing that.
I think she might just need some coaching, and maybe that's why Becky's there. Like Becky's like, okay, you're a solid wrestler. Let's try and give you these things. Like
I feel that's the point, maybe, right?
Roman Reigns was forced on them, and then he got better.
To have, I mean, it's you're gonna improve with the people that you're facing, and so if Becky is her primary opponent at this point, hopefully that's gonna increase what she's got.
I saw that coming a mile away.
How did you guys feel about all that? So when we got Bailey taken out. Bex came back, then they win the titles, then they lose it the next night, and she turns on her. Like
I knew that was going to happen because when the ref held up the belt, I could see Raquel Rodriguez's plate wasn't changed. And I was like, oh, they didn't even change the plates. They're like, don't worry, this won't last.
It's only one night.
I know, but usually they do a whole video of them getting the new plates.
That's true.
Yes,
backstage.
That is true.
And so see, when I said my Netflix messed up, Augie and Matt, you weren't here, but Netflix messed up yesterday. I got to watch it late, and you can hit play from the start. And when I did, it was 30 minutes into it. So Michael Cole comes and says something, and I'm like, why is nobody excited? And then they cut to the promo, and they showed Liv talking to Dom, and they're holding the belts, and I'm like, what is this? What's going on? Yeah, I did. And she's like, no, go defend, and da-da-da. And I'm like, oh, what is going? I felt really weird, like for a couple of minutes, because I was all, what is going on?
Is this a repeat?
Exactly. My honey was like, what? And I said, babe, they lost last night. What is, and that's what started me down the, what's going on? And I just kept with the remote. Oh God, it was just too much. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know, like seeing Becky back was cool. Yes, we all predicted it. I don't think you should have taken out Bailey, and then the whole winning the belts. losing it immediately. I don't know, but
it's all for story at this point.
Yeah,
it could have been done a lot better. I feel like it was just lazy.
That was a little bit weird.
Yeah,
they're using the taking out backstage trope too much lately.
Yeah, Jade now.
Yes,
Jade now that I'm like, come on now.
How did you like that match?
The Jade Cargo match?
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
I've always liked Naomi. I think
Naomi's one of my favorites. She's awesome.
Yes, I think she's great and making people look even better when you don't even realize it. Yes.
Oh yeah. She carries a lot of the matches. People are like, "Oh, her opponents are great." I'm like, "It's Naomi."
She has a titanium spine carrying Jade Cargo that night.
Yeah.
Oh no, like she was getting carried in a half. Like Naomi, you could feel she was dumbing it down, and I felt like they were very spotty, and they were very much like we're making content, so they're like, let's not mess up this spot. You know what I mean? The one thing I will say about Jade Cargill, despite being green, is like for some reason I don't know what it is about Jade Cargill. She's not great, but she never looks nervous. Like
she's got a lot of confidence. She's not great, but she's got a lot of confidence.
Some people might say unearned confidence, slathered in it, but
confidence regardless.
I do think that like Naomi planned all these spots, and like Jade met her and was trying to do it. Now, were they super clean? Not everything, but the fact is like she's gung ho. She's trying it. They really did her best. Naomi carried that match. Really wanted Naomi to win. I think we all said we want Naomi, but we figured Jade would win.
Yeah. Story wise, it wouldn't make sense for them anyway. Like they're trying to push Jade, which is fine because Naomi's an amazing player at these things. Like she'll get hers eventually.
Yeah,
I just can't imagine this storyline with Bianca and Bianca having the patience for it, because I've seen Bianca in the ring with someone like, let's say, Alexa Bliss, and she'll be like, come on, like when she's down, she'll get up. Like you could see Bianca's like,
but she won't be that way with like Naomi or the other two opponents that she faced. Yeah.
So we'll see. Anyway,
I do find the whole Jade Cargill being green interesting because, granted, all the matches she had in AEW were short. She never really had like that long of a match, but they were all like pretty good. So I don't know why.
Short matches though, Hound, man. I guess it's hard. Like when it's longer form, you're like, okay, how do we feel
short matches you can rehearse.
Yeah.
Longer matches, you have to. She's probably learning how to call things on the fly.
Right, learning how to call.
Naomi is very clearly helping.
Learning how to call. I mean, again, like the three that open.
But don't call like John Cena.
No, where everyone can hear.
Forearm.
Again,
I love it because he doesn't care anymore.
He does. Again. Yeah.
It's part of his character. I love it.
I swear, when he told him again, and he did the Three Stooges eye poke, I swear I could have seen. I heard him go, yeah. Like, I swear
dude, he's having fun. I'm like,
he promised to ruin wrestling.
You're right.
Doing it.
He promised to ruin
wrestling. Again. Yeah. Oh my God.
Back to Jade Cargill though. I feel, I don't know. When I think of her character, I just think of Lex Luger in like the mid 90s.
Yes.
Like there's a lot of hype.
Great point. Yes.
But you're not seeing it, right?
Yeah. Like she's gonna have a hard time connecting with the crowd.
I get your buff, but there's more who can do than you can.
You look great.
Yes.
You look great, but it's like, give me something more. Like, what else can we actually, stick to? Really?
Yeah. So we did do the show early, and coming off of that, there was still a Raw and a SmackDown, and Rey Mysterio got hurt.
Yeah.
Did you guys see that when that happened? And I was like, oh shit. Yeah, like immediately I saw him crawl on the side. I saw the doctors go over, and I was like, dude, what is gonna happen? Oh my God. For the first time ever, my landline is actually ringing. Sorry.
Wow.
Mine's
That's weird.
Yeah. Sorry. Just ignore that. It's the bat phone. What's up, Rick Dom? So yeah, he didn't, and then they put in Phoenix for it. But they still gave it to Gable. How'd you guys feel about that?
Story, dude. To me, it's story.
I mean, it was the plan all along.
Yeah.
What do you
have a guy
to Gable?
What was that?
Oh, sorry.
The win.
I'm sorry. You're right.
Gable
Grande
was
Americano.
Yeah.
Americano.
Grande Americano, exactly.
I'm sorry. You're right.
Dude, that 450 centon was crazy. The
that was
backflip thing?
wild. Yeah.
He's great.
Yeah.
That's the
So
thing
good.
that people have to, remember. I'm like, oh yeah, he's a really bloody good. So yeah, cool. And it's for story, dude. Come on. It's to move it forward.
Did you feel that? Because I saw this going around the internet a lot. Did you? And there's the only thing that made me think, and that's what the internet does sometimes. Did you guys
Make
feel
you
that they
think?
should have put him? Yeah. Did you guys feel that they should have put him in it right away, or should have went to somebody else?
Who?
Ray Phoenix?
Yeah,
Phoenix?
putting Ray Phoenix in.
Oh no,
right away.
because I mean the point is I mean, I know you guys said last week that were you gonna go with the Grande Americano after Mania and that he would be unmasked and we would go Chad Gable. But I feel like I felt like they were gonna start to get mileage out of that plate he puts in his hat and his mask, and maybe they would have reversed that at WrestleMania. But I always had it in my mind that Grande Americano would win. You guys were convincing me Ray could win, but
no,
I
want
love
Americano.
that spot where he
Almost
ran,
as good as Gable, exactly.
Almost as good as Gable.
Almost.
when he ran across the top rope, when Phoenix ran across the top rope and punted him in the head.
Oh,
That spot was awesome. And also, they did hype over and over that it was only his second match ever and his second match at WrestleMania. So losing to Grande Americano was not bad. Hey, guys, I will be right back.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, it was cool. I just, as we're talking, we're going through, we're not going to highlight everyone, but we can go through them. So I know we haven't talked about that one yet, but yes, he won, got the cheat on.
Plus, I mean, you can extend the storyline because, WWE purchased AAA.
Right.
Oh, we had that announcement. Go
the
to
monetization of wrestling, baby.
Yeah. And so, do any of you guys watch that one?
The only footage I've seen is on Twitter, and it's so bad. I've just seen just awful, with Del Rio is the champion, and he can't wrestle anymore, and it's just like.
But what's his name over there too? RK Bro.
Yeah, I think Matt Riddle's there as well.
And Ziggler. So we
Nick
might
Nemeth.
could get the return of RK Bro.
Yeah. I don't know. No,
I don't know.
They won't let him.
I don't know about the return. They're going to stay in AAA.
Yeah. I think he did.
Matt automatically wears the old shirts just over there.
Yeah.
He's like, this is okay, right?
Yeah. I'm not a fan of, WWE trying to monopolize wrestling and turn and turn it into a global thing and do an NXT Mexico, NXT Brazil, NXT Japan. I feel like that's a bit too crazy. But if it can get us more luchadors on television, then I think that is cool. They'll probably build a performance center down there in Mexico as well to help grow more luchadors as well. In that aspect, I think it's cool. And I know there's stuff with Stephanie and one of the wrestlers there that I don't want to go too deep into. So hopefully they don't force her to go to AAA for anything. But it is interesting, and I hope that because I know Bill McKenna, who's the lead designer of Mattel, one of his dream figures has to be a La Parka figure, has been on top of his wish list. So for him, I'm happy that he gets to actually do that figure now because everybody just owns AAA outrightly. I think La Parka is signed with AAA, so he's getting his dream figure to make. So that's good.
I get what you're saying, Hound, and a lot of what's going on now, I feel is we are in a different time, right? Like we were talking about, and that was kind of Vince's thing to buy everybody, and I'm cutting you off. That's it. We'll see who stays. So I'm wondering because TNA has still been going on, that's still rolling. We're slowly incorporating people, bringing Joe out and everything. But I think maybe at this point, what if we let them all be? They can still be over there. I think
that's it, really.
And that's what I'm hoping is going to happen, and we just help them get better. Is what
a couple of them will come over just
to
exhibit what
you don't have
doing.
to.
Then if people like him, they can go to that. Yep.
I need more Vikingo. His match with Kenny Omega on a Dynamite, I think last year was amazing. I need a figure of him right now. Mattel, come on, please.
So they watch.
Well, maybe he'll fight Grande Americano.
Yeah,
let's go.
Under Triple H, I believe that they're allowed to just do whatever they want. They want to book a independent show, they can.
Yeah.
It's no longer exclusive.
It's new ballpark.
A lot of wrestlers did Bloodsport over the weekend. Like Natalia was there, Karrion Kross did one. So
okay, so I don't know what that one was, but was Natalia in a real fight or was that a shoot?
I don't know what it was exactly because I don't watch Bloodsport, but I think it's like in between like a shoot slash just scripted.
I think it's what they did the underground stuff. Like he does.
Yeah,
she was there walking by and the girl got in her face and pushed her. And you know, sometimes we know our reaction to what's going on. Right. Oh, she went after her. So
I was like, I think that's kind of what she did also in the Total Diva show. Like when Summer Rae hit her, like she really hit her, and then they're like really pulling a hair, but it's just to make good TV.
Okay. Yeah, and I think that girl was probably just trying to get herself on TV because I think she is also another independent wrestler. So I mean, she's trying to get her bag. And go ahead.
Speaking of good TV, I loved Monday Night Raw. So yes, Jey Uso won. That was cool. He had his moment. There we go. And we already have the play of Gunther back, and he shows up and he tries to attack Michael Cole, you know, and all of a sudden Pat saving his friend. Well, I'm totally with it that I don't think Pat's friends from his podcast knew what was going on, because I watched it over and over, and that was real security that had to go stop them. Yeah, because they jumped that barricade to go help Pat right away, and that was real security, to where then the suits were looking like, what the hell's going on? Like, yeah. And he talked about it on the show, and I remember he had Rock come on, and Rock was ever saying, dude, those are good homies. That was that was nice. But yeah, that was cool to keep it going. But yeah, as far as like, you know, wondering still what's real like that, I don't think his friends had a clue, and they just went into help their friend immediately, and I think it played out great. And then Pat walking all the way down choking, that was awesome. Until the point where he gave a high five to somebody.
Yeah. Oh, and he's like hacking off, and like just high fives in the same hand.
I was like, again, it's great though because it's playing it up now.
I wish they just put him on a stretcher. I feel like that would have been.
No, this is good because he's a tough guy. So he's like, I'm good. I'm still okay. Yeah. I'm okay. Still.
Yeah. It was cool. And then Michael Cole getting all into it. No, we can't let them bully us, and I'm going back. I was like, oh, this is great.
Coal miners rise up, baby.
Yeah, that played out well. I like that. But now going in. Oh, okay. Sorry, I don't know about you guys, but we had Celebration. Oh, that's a nice figure. The whole time going into it, did you guys think that Sammy was going to do something?
Yes, dude. It lasted for so long. I was so like, I hope they don't tell me.
I did too.
Because like off the back of my mind, I'm glad it didn't.
Yeah.
Off the back of my mind, I was like, it's almost like let this smooth out a little bit.
It was happening all night. Swerves were happening all night. What was hilarious was Sammy. They were doing the tease, and I think I feel like everybody's like, oh my God, he's going to swerve on Jay. But I was like, they've been doing swerves all night. And what was funny was Jay was like hesitant, almost like he was looking like, I'm going to turn my back. You're not going to jump me, right? Like, I feel like Jay,
that's why it's so good. That's why it's so good.
I liked that Jay wasn't playing it up like a stupid baby face. Like, I like that Jay was like, this has been happening all night. I'm going to turn. It's not going to be you, right? Like, I like that little hesitancy that Jay had. Like, are you about to jump me? And I was like, good, because you're seeing it. It's a theme, and now it's beaten to death. So I was hoping that that's what it was going to be, that it was going to be a tease of a flip, and then it's not. And then I was like, I was right. I was like, good. But
they played it well.
They played that tension.
It was. Yeah. I was so scared. And then his brother comes
good
out.
As an audience, you're like,
yeah. And then his brother came out, and I thought the same thing. I was like, okay, I know he jumped in the ring. Like, that is a given. We had a lot of people jump in the ring that night. So that was a given. But then both of them were just there staring at Jay. I was like, oh my God, it's going to happen. Already it's going to happen. So I don't know. But on that we're going there now, what do you guys feel like? Who do you think should be Jay's nemesis coming up? What is his storyline going to go to? Like, who's going to go after that?
I think it's too early to tell right now. But
is Drew
I love Sammy, but
it's on SmackDown.
True SmackDown.
I think it's gonna be Braun.
I can see that.
Oh,
yeah.
That was crazy too.
Because that was good.
Out of everything, I had
that was good. I like that
idea that was going to happen.
What a strong team.
Have Dom take his title. I love Dom there. That's going to be great. And then all of a sudden, he's a Paul Heyman guy. I had no idea who that was in that hood. I really thought Homeboy from the Shield was coming back. Yes, as much as they kept hyping it up because he was in the clips and they kept saying it.
Yeah.
And then a lot of people like on Twitter and everywhere were, the only one who was there for Roman, and they kept showing his picture, and I was like, I wonder. And then the hooded dude jumps in, and I'm like, oh, no fucking way. Oh my God, what is happening? And then he pulled off, and that made my stomach drop even more. I was like, oh, what? Oh, it totally threw me. Did any of you guys see that coming? Honestly.
No,
So at the Pat McAfee show in the morning, I watched it and Heyman was there. He went all crazy. If you guys saw that, but
yeah, I saw.
I heard.
Yeah, but the crowd was like barking because they were teasing like, "Oh, who should be the new member?" And everyone was barking. Heyman kind of just agreed to yeah, maybe it was Braun. So I was like, "Oh, maybe." And then as soon as I saw the spear, I was like,
show.
Yeah, it was Braun.
Yeah, but prior to that, you would never have guessed it was Braun.
I had a thing in the back of my head, maybe
that it was Braun. Get out of here.
When Roman was like,
then you'd be the only one, then, mate.
No, because when Roman was emoting, I was like, "Oh, this is taking too long." Something's
as in before the night began, not when he actually appeared on the actual show. You weren't thinking, watch this. At the start of the show, it's like, Braun's definitely going to be part of the actual team. Yes. No way.
Yeah.
No.
I also thought that Roman...
You thought what, Matt?
I thought Roman was taking too long with the taunt also, but then I thought Seth was just going to come in. I didn't expect Braun to be charging his 100-mile-per-hour spear in there.
Yeah, I thought it was Seth just going to be dominating everything.
Yeah.
And oh my, yeah. I was
cool.
so freaked.
I think it's way cooler.
What'd you think, Augie?
I was annoyed that Paul Heyman got up and didn't sell the Superman punch. I was really annoyed with that because that's a finisher.
Yeah,
that's true. I didn't even think of that.
He should have been knocked out.
Grab your jaw,
something.
Grab your face.
I'm like, this is a Superman punch. That knocks out wrestlers.
That's
and you're like,
finisher.
That was nothing.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Whatever. I need. It's like we need this photo.
He forgot.
Yeah.
He forgot that.
So Sonic has a great question. Have any of you guys ever wanted to do a wrestling move to a coworker or a customer because they pissed you off? I know I have. I will tell you what, Sonic, I RKO at least 3 people a day. So
that's
in my head,
number. That's a really
that's a healthy number.
Thank you. At the very least, every day, just I see them make a stupid comment and then they turn around and I could just I hear it in the RKO. So yeah, I do. Absolutely. Do any of you guys? Yes. No.
I've DDT'd once. DDT'd someone once in real life.
Did you really?
I have. Yeah. I was in
school?
college.
Damn.
Yeah. Me and my cousins would always. Oh God. Yeah,
I love Karrion Kross, period.
I need to watch that Bloodsport.
I thought it was just a movie.
I thought it was also a movie too.
I love that match. I wish it didn't end in a DQ, but yeah, they're gonna have EO win. It would have made sense, but
yeah.
Yes,
because it's what's up, Grumps? It's been said several times that Heyman has been advising Braun behind the scenes. I didn't expect Dean Ambrose because he's the AEW. Well, yeah, I know, but money talks. It was just like this whole buildup of Seth and Roman. They kept showing them, which is cool. That I'm glad it's not the old days and we blur them out. Or we.
Oh yeah, they mentioned Sasha Banks when Bianca and Sasha main eventing.
Yeah, so
they said when Bianca faced Sasha Banks,
and we would never do that before, so it was great. But it got me. But no, I had no idea that is it. Now, do you guys think there's going to be somebody else?
I hope so.
How we had the whatchamacallit? Like we are missing that one person, right?
Yeah, I've seen a lot.
There's been a couple of recent signees as well, so could be any of those ones.
There's a lot of theories.
Yeah, a lot of people on Twitter are saying Fraxium, Nathan Frazier, and Axiom, which I would love. They're like the best tag team in WWE right now.
That match was good. Their NXT takeover match was so good.
Yeah.
So no, we're not going to bring the Hardys back. No, it's a lost streak.
I don't think it should be a heel. Not. I mean, I would love to do a heel one, but not right now. They need to like return.
I heard there was a word that Jeff was going to come out.
Yeah. So for the Joe Hendry Randy match, it was discussed internally that it was going to be Jeff, but then but Randy was like, no, I want Joe, so they went with Joe Hendry, and magic was made, baby.
That was great.
My second favorite moment of the night.
And John Cena's putting him over big time. So I mean, they're definitely taking the slow road with Joe, but they have long-term plans for him for sure.
Yeah, I think he has
that's true.
Less than a year on his contract with TNA. So as soon as that's done, they're gonna snatch him just like they did with Jordan Grace. So
yeah. Do you like Randy going after Cena? No, I didn't get to see it live. I only got to saw the clips.
Oh, great.
That's what's going to be next.
Yeah. Randy RKO Cena.
I love it too. I think that would be perfect. Let Randy try.
You have to run it back.
Yeah. But then if that's what we're getting right away, what do we do with Cody now?
Cody, I feel like Cody's going to be on a break, or at least not. He shouldn't be in the title picture now. They should wait. Let Randy and Cena do their thing, and then have maybe Punk Cena at SummerSlam, then have Punk take the title off him maybe. But
I think we should bring Goldust back and have him face Cody.
Nah, he's in. I think he's in AEW. He's cooking.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
I wouldn't put it past Triple H that they do an olive branch to AEW where they could work together.
No, the shit he says about them, bro. I would love it, but I have
after like AAA and all the like if they were and like they're working with TNA also. Like I could see them working together actually.
No, I mean just this week, Nick Khan did the one of the higher ups at WWE dissed AEW. They diss AEW at every chance they can. I don't think it'll ever happen. I would love it, but I just don't see it.
You also never say never in wrestling.
Well, also I feel like this is just my opinion that if Nick Khan is paying all these high dollar contracts, like for example Mercedes Moné. If she appears on WWE television, why did he pay all that money?
Mm-hmm.
I think he's paying money for the exclusivity.
Yep.
The only way we could ever see AEW stars on WWE television is that they would have to redo the contract and agree to a pay cut.
Yep.
Because you paid for all that exclusivity. That's why they're making
correct.
Well, I mean, they can also do bookings as well. They show up on like New Japan, so it's not like.
But it's not the same as WWE, dude.
Yeah, like those don't.
That's your direct competition. That's
yeah.
New Japan is not the competition because that's another country's actual production.
They are partners. But.
Yeah.
Did you guys like the AJ Logan match at all?
No, I love AJ, but it was not a cookout. I like Cross showing up there, then doing the promo at the next day. But it was not a cookout. I'm sorry, AJ. I love you. P1.
AJ did his thing, but
yeah,
it was that match was I could pass it, unfortunately.
We talked about Naomi. I love that Dom's a champ. That was a good good match too.
When Dom won, I was so happy. I hated Dom, but I don't know why. But this week before he won, I was like, you know what? I kind of like Dom. He's kind of cool.
Then he won. The part that he's playing,
laughing at his interviews. I feel like he's really lovable. Like he became the first there was Go Away He, and then it turned. He just played up how funny he is and how pathetic he is that he became unintentionally lovable, or at least really fun to hate. And I think what happened was he got over because how he would get booed out of the building. That became his interaction with the fans, and the fans loved booing him. And I think that sort of became a love thing.
Yeah,
I love where there was the second for that to happen, Augie, where he won and he got the 3 and he jumped up. Like I swear there was like a second of silence, right? And then it was like, yeah, and the whole crowd was like, all right. Yeah.
I know. I still remember the headline saying Dominic Mysterio mysteriously turns face at WrestleMania.
I love it. I think he's still going to be booed. and Hater,
No,
but still
I
get
don't
the
think-
yeah.
I think eventually what's going to happen, I feel like this is the long-term plan that they're telegraphing it. I feel like it's going to be Liv is going to have an affair with Finn, which will enter the Judgment Day.
That's not going to make Finn face.
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying it's going to make Dominic a mega face. Like Liv will stay heel.
Yeah, but it won't make Finn a face. Is he? I don't know if they're going to keep him a heel though.
And I feel like that would
Finn?
like
Finn. Yeah.
That would look good for Liv more than either.
I think
it
seemed like that was the idea. Maybe it's changed now because of how big of a face.
I feel like he's such a heel and he's such like a cowardly. I think he's playing that spineless character where like.
But that's I don't want to see. Like I'm tired of Finn this way at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He could become the demon, turn on Dom, and steal Liv, and Liv could like that sort of thing. You know what I mean? And it would get him over as a baby face. And then on top of that, he reconciles with Rey. That would be like super mega pop. That's like super mega baby face.
Yeah. I think Liv should be left alone. Like I don't think she needs another man. Like I think she it's fine. Like I
love her as is without any kind of guy storyline.
That's why I don't think it's necessary to do that. Like you can have a breakaway without that.
Yeah, Dom's great. I would love if Finn were to be face as well.
Yeah, I just love Dom having it, and I want to see him out. Like I said, that night, I think the only thing missing for Dom for that perfect night was he should have came out in a lowrider.
I think it's too soon, but yeah, Mania would be the perfect time to
it would have, yes, to come out in a lowrider.
Next year's Mania, bro.
Next year when he still has it, if he can hold it all year until next year,
he can do it for years.
He can lose it and get it back before Mania.
That would be great.
Yeah. Oh, also. Dom did make history that he's the first like father-son duo to both win the IC titles at Mania because Rey won against JBL at WrestleMania 24 or 25. So a little history making.
Nice. That's cool. Yeah, so I love that happened. That was, like I said, that was my favorite, and I hope Dom goes skyrocketing. The one that seems like just so nobody even talked about it. We didn't see it on Raw. It was just kind of like a duh. Was Jacob Fatu winning? Like,
let's go. Well, I mean, he's on SmackDown.
Yeah, I know, and we're still get that, but it was like it really seemed like okay, good match. Yeah, we knew he was going to win. What's happening next? Like I got snacks during that time, and
it was a great match. Though.
Everything.
It was a good match.
The moonsault into the BFT was insane.
Ooh, that was really
good.
That was good.
Yeah.
That was really clean.
There were some moves, but like I said, I think the big shocker was if he did lose.
Yeah,
that would have thrown us all for the loop. But he has it now, and now we got to see where we go from here. You know,
what do you think is LA Knight's role?
I don't know.
Now,
I
think he sees himself going to the main event. I think that's his through line. He's made that known. Like he's like, I don't want it to be this guy. Like I'm too old. I'm going to prove that I'm not past my prime. And then, so that's his thing. And I think management has their own idea for him that he's like a solid hand and he's popular, kind of like the Miz, like you can hang on to him and he's useful and charismatic. But Triple H is also a big fan of reading the room. So he's one of those people that he'll be like, oh, let's put LA Knight out there and just see what happens and feel it out. And then as soon as the fans start reacting, he's like, you know what? Let's go. Fans are reacting. Let's go. Like Triple H seems more elastic with changing the continuity
100%
on the room. So that's at the end of the day, Triple H can be like, you have to prove it to me. Sorry, there's a plane flying by. He was saying, I think he's willing to be like, hey, prove me wrong. Like if you're undeniable, be undeniable. I mean, Jacob Fatu is undeniable. That's how he got to where he is. So I think with LA Knight, I think there's two different ideas of where he wants to be and where the company sees him. To be honest, I feel like now we have to go into creative. It has to be like, who's his opponent? Who, like, do you keep him in an IC title feud? Like, are you going to tell us an interesting story? Because I don't think Jacob Fatu versus LA Knight on paper was an interesting story.
Good match. It'll be great in the ring, but yeah, story-wise, it's like, what do you do with it?
I think he needs a storyline or something, like whether it's like a girl-related one or something. I don't know what, but he needs something different where we get invested in the story. Like I thought CM Punk and Seth Rollins going a million times. I was like, oh, there's heat and it's good. I can see it kind of dusting off and going down. And then when they added Roman Reigns, I was like, and I'm back in. Like, there's, if you could make the story work and you have the right players in where you're like, oh yes, you can get mileage out of this wrinkle, go ahead. That's what I'm thinking of. It's not where does LA Knight go? It's like, who do you put in front of him that creates an obstacle? And is it a championship? Like, does he go after the world title? Does he leave
that's what Shelf just said. Are we going to get Yes against Yeet? He hopes not, but
well, I mean, LA Knight's on SmackDown, so they wouldn't have to
SmackDown. He wouldn't be that.
Oh,
it would be to get it off Cena.
Doesn't a champ go to both?
I mean, I could see that.
No, I mean, each show has their own champion. So
they've got their own champion at this point. Yeah,
they're also both Slim Jim representatives.
Yeah, that would be weird.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Huh? They are.
They should just be a tag team at that point then.
Yeah, let's do tag team champion matches.
Or what if he's coming towards the end of his career and maybe LA Knight becomes the next guy to sell his soul to The Rock?
That's what I'm thinking. I think he might sell his soul to The Rock.
Yeah,
that could be cool.
Because it could
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, it could be a stable, you know.
So with Jacob now having the belt, do we continue this bloodline story?
I think that's done now.
Is this someone hurt right now again?
Tonga. Yeah. He is injured. So it is just Solo and.
So we just got Solo. Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
just Solo and Jacob.
So Friday, then Jacob turns against Solo and just pushes him away and goes on his own.
Solo.
I don't want another Solo. Like he had his time at SummerSlam. He's not that good of a wrestler. I'm sorry, Solo, but Jacob's the number one guy.
I think once Jacob went in, it's like, oh, Solo, you're being pushed back. You're not as charismatic. You're not as good in the ring. People aren't glued to you as much as they are to Jacob.
Yeah, Jacob. People love Jacob, and he should.
He's electric. Jacob's electric, so it's like, it's.
Yeah, I know what I mean.
Yeah,
they work well together, though.
Shelf, you're right. I do want this Dominic shirt now. Not bad, not good, just dirty.
I like that.
They're just gonna.
I like that too.
Yeah,
I do want that shirt.
But that'll be good because it's been a while since we've had like an Eddie Guerrero, like an openly cheating face.
Yeah, that'd be great.
That'd be fun. Looking down like that.
Yeah, who'd have thought it'd be done?
He's doing a great job from all that he's been. I mean, he's the longest one in the company now. He started when he was 8.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Child labor, man.
So true. Right. He was there. He was always there.
Those Mexicans.
Yeah. He's got it, man. That was great. So yeah, that was cool. And then, you guys talked about we talked about Jay. That was a good win. Let's see where that goes there. What happens to Gunther now? The women's 3-way was incredible. EO, we're happy for her. CM Punk laughing in the ring. He enjoyed his time. He got his moment. That's awesome. Roman, wow. And then Seth with Paul. That was a great end to the night. That was great storytelling. That was awesome. Cena and Cody. That was just weird. It was weird. To see how much he was coming. And then that rapper. Oh my God. Do you know how much I was yelling at the TV? I was like,
I think everybody was
WrestleMania. Will you run down that ramp when they're like trying to and he was walking to the ring ever so nonchalantly. I was like, bro, you can't do that. Come on. I don't want to see
WrestleMania. That ramp is long.
It was. That's why you got to run. And he was just like, oh. And what belt was he holding?
The hardcore title. Triple H gave it to him at like one of his concerts. It's not like a wheel. It's like something just to give. So like, he shows up anywhere. He has a title to promote.
Oh, if I had a chance, I'd have a Fallen Felt belt all the time too.
Make one, bro. I mean, that's not like a real replica I got. That's I think Jax made it like a few years ago, like $100. So
yeah.
Well, I know Travis Scott. They made like a really rare limited edition of his title, but it's like $1,200.
Woo-hoo.
So Travis can buy them all. So yeah, the one thing that was really hilarious was The Rock the next day doing an interview and saying, "Hey, I wasn't there." And you know what I love is like the irony of this. He goes, I didn't want to be there because I felt I didn't want to be a distraction from the main event. Dang. So let's send Travis Scott in instead. Like, at least The Rock would have been a wrestling-related distraction.
Well, I felt like, didn't he start this with the whole turn of
exactly.
Cena?
That's my whole problem. I felt like
he was missing.
He started this whole thing. Then he went on Pat McAfee, Wicked Kayfabe, saying like, "Oh, Cody, he's gonna be. We're gonna make Cody a heel in a couple months, and he's gonna get another title." I'm like, bro. And then like he's saying, like, yeah, I called Cena up. I called Cody up, brother. They did a great job at Elimination Chamber, and I'm gonna back out. The final boss is done. His work is done. When everyone expected him to show up at Mania, and someone even like said like, "Yo, Rock, are you gonna show up at Mania?" He's like, "Maybe. I don't know, man." And like I'm getting too crazy, but it was just so many things, so many dominoes fell. And like it's like, come on, man! You had like just a simple way through. The Rock was like, he just comes in, messes shit up, and then leaves, bro. Like you're either in or you're out, Rocky. What are you doing? Like you can't do
making money.
I guess
there was I was watching. I don't know what I was watching. I forget, but they were talking about it. Was like, if Cena's heel turn was in Mania, and that's like he cheated to win,
right?
Like. You don't even need the Rock involvement at all. Like all the stuff that happened before, it could have just still been Cena as, as face Cena. But if he did a heel turn in Mania without like any assistance, but like he cheated to win, that would have been huge.
Yeah,
because he won the belt. He went, heel turn, and it happened in the biggest event, right?
Felipe says, I hate how people are giving Cena shit for the winning with the low blow. Yet Ric Flair is the dirtiest player in the game, winning 16 times.
No, that's true. No, it's true.
Yeah. Well, what's funny is people are still can't pick up on this Cena thing. He's told us everything he's going to do.
That's exactly
it. Like, wrestling. I thought the craziest part was his entrance to Mania.
Just John
Total
Cena.
Black.
Yeah.
Just him walking by the name down the thing.
I like that they made a creative choice. I don't know if it was the one I would have done, but I like that they were like, oh, he's trying I'm not even going to give you a Titantron. I'm not going to even get. I think that's actually
but that's what I'm saying.
He's trying the not trying.
Correct. He's playing up to everything that he said he was going to do. Even like we said, to where yes, I laughed about it, but the calling of the again, and I'm going to throw you. He was doing it all. Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah. It just sucks that like. They never really had this like long-term plan for Cena as a heel, and you can tell that. And now we obviously know with what Rock said, because Ari Emanuel, the guy who's running TKO, and I was like, "Yo, Rocky, Elimination Chamber ticks are low, man. We need something. We need your help, bro. Please save us." And then Rock went there. Then then him and Triple H ran some ideas. And then they were gonna originally make Cody heel, and Cody's gonna be selling his soul to the Rock. Thankfully, Cody said no. And like that's why we only got heel Cena. There was never really like a.
I don't think like if he never sold his soul, but like he still became the heel and it happened.
That's what should have happened.
That would have been bloody great. Because then at least the match would have been like, okay, this is how you end Mania.
Yeah,
the Cena heel turn and getting the 17th reign.
Yeah,
like come on, that's.
Yeah,
been big.
I think with that you would have gotten also the teases of Cody turning heel, right? And more people.
But then he didn't in the end, exactly.
Right, and I think more people would be like they wouldn't believe Cena turning heel at this point.
Exactly. Yes. Like for it to happen in Mania, I was like, man, that would have been phenomenal. Because like like you're saying, like is Cody gonna turn here? Is he gonna turn here? It's like he could, like. Cena's not going to turn. No.
Yeah.
He didn't even need it. Like, you wouldn't need The Rock for that either. He could just be Cena going, nothing's working. I want the 17th title. I want
because they never even explained why Cena sold his soul to The Rock in the first place.
Exactly. And that's the problem.
He won the chamber. So, like, on his own. So, why did he need to, like, sell it in the first
That's why I was like, if they had just done the turn here, like he still could have been face the whole time. He would have been shit in all those places that he went to, you know, when they did the European tour and whatnot. But
yeah,
and this would have been a massive way to end Mania.
Yeah,
massive.
Yeah,
massive. Otherwise, like you don't need the involvement of a musician.
Yeah, like I get that what they're really trying to do now, but just like this is WrestleMania. You don't need that shit, bro.
You don't exactly.
Like,
you don't need.
I do feel like though that if John Cena won just on his own merits without The Rock, well, I'm saying they never should have done the beat of selling his soul to The Rock because that's exactly what you were saying, Chum. But like
that's what I'm saying. That should not have been part of it at all.
That they did it. Now that they did, I guess I kind of understand now why Travis Scott came out because that's what you do.
Because he was part of it.
He was also part of insurance policy.
Yes.
Make sure like we have a transaction. I promised you the championship. We're gonna get you that championship.
But that's why I'm like, they didn't need to sell. Like for him to turn heel, the whole selling his soul to Rock didn't need to be a thing at all. That way, you wouldn't need Travis Scott on the actual match at all, just to have his involvement. It could have just all been Cena going, I can't beat Cody Rhodes fair and square, So I want this title. I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna be this heel now. And everyone would have been like, what the heck's going on? What are you talking about? Instead of a face versus face, it's like he won and cool. And now you don't have The Rock involved because like having The Rock involved before, it's like it set the expectations to see him, right? And the fact that he didn't show up, it's like, so where's the payoff? What's the payoff right now? When is he gonna appear? It's like, but if you didn't do that whole thing, it would have been better off, and it would have just
just a simple ref, like a ref bump,
something.
It's like when you wait for the end credits of the movie,
right?
And then it doesn't go into play at all. Like, why did we stay and watch that?
Well, because they were like laying out the actual the hints, right? Again, like The Rock's involvement. So you're like, all right, I'm expecting a bit of a payoff.
Yeah.
What's the payoff? Like the fact that he wasn't involved. Also, him going on an interview afterwards is like, dude, just don't say anything. You're only making this worse.
You shouldn't have. Correct.
Yeah. Like
people were speculating that there was like some creative differences with The Rock and Triple H. And that's why he didn't show up.
He was shitty on Triple H's booking. He's like, I would have finessed that differently, me, brother.
But then it's like that's why it's like saying that afterwards is like, but your examples, like you didn't do anything, so all you're doing is talk right now. Do you know what I mean? Like you can't criticize something if you ain't doing shit yourself.
Yeah,
he hasn't been. Like, come on, that's not help. You're not helping the actual company out by doing this either, dude.
Yeah, he's just shit on Triple H's booking. So like,
cool, man. Could you have done it better? And if you could have, why didn't you?
And Travis Scott didn't really do anything to help Cena win.
Exactly.
He was there to get the receipt from Cody.
Yes.
Yeah. Which should have been harder.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Because that was nothing. Yeah. So it was good. There was a turnout. Now let's see where we go from here. Our story. I mean, this was always, WWE's Super Bowl, basically, and now things change, and we see where we go from here. I mean, we do have the draft, right? That should be next, and then we get into...
Well, I mean, it's not like they didn't do any trailers for it, so we don't know if there's going to be one. But
no draft, huh? Crazy.
Yeah, as of now, there was no draft. But
it's so fun though.
Yeah, that's right after me. What's our new story? What's
the draft is so fun.
That's what I thought. There was like there was a window late last year. I don't remember what it was, but that like the general managers were meeting up, and they had a week or two where you could trade people within the GMs.
Yeah, it
was
like an open window thing.
Well, you're doing and I was like, wait, are you guys doing a draft? Are we not doing this next year then? Like when people said, oh, we're doing the draft right after Mania, I was like, I don't know. Didn't they just do something kind of like it?
Wow.
I don't know. I mean, we'll see what happens because they seem to go back and forth on stuff. Like Roxanne Perez was introduced on the main roster. Now she's in an NXT angle.
Bro, Roxanne's trying to face Bayley at Mania, bro. What are they doing?
That could have been fun. That could have been fun. Chelsea Green wasn't even there.
Yeah,
that's weird.
I love Chelsea.
That could have been a bit. They could
have that could have been great.
They could have had her go out and just talk shit or something.
Yeah.
She's just great.
There's a lot. Yeah.
And also Austin almost killed somebody. was crazy.
That was
Katie faked it.
Bro, she was like, oh wait,
She did a fallen fet. What can I get for free right after he hit? And she
that was hilarious.
I would have, I would have fell too. I would have fell right into Matt's arms. Told Chamba, "Oh, I'm
Did you
done
see the
for,
footage
Chamba.
from her
Keep all
perspective?
my figures."
No.
Is
it
I
up?
would tell my story. It's like it is like definitely very violent. Like it is like, but it like, yeah, it is.
But the barriers were there to actually protect.
Yeah.
Them,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
It was still hilarious though,
from
seeing
hers?
it.
Yeah.
It was hilarious
Well,
seeing it.
did you see
because
from the beginning where he didn't
the
go
camera
up the
was
ramp?
just cutting away from it completely.
That's why he took so long to get
Yes, he didn't make
Exactly.
the ramp. He went around
No.
it right into the
Yeah.
wall at the bottom. Like,
Was he already drinking?
That's what I was thinking. I was like, is he
Yeah.
already drinking?
Yeah.
He had to have been, which is great. Good storytelling. Then he
Also,
came.
why did
around
I
the
still do
corner.
that? Why did I still go in a ring? It's like, we got 62,000. Like, okay,
Yeah.
cool. Keep on.
Yeah.
Just move on with the show. We don't need this.
Yeah.
Oh
they
yeah,
could've
when they
just had
said
Michael
the
Cole
2-day
announcing.
attendance, I'm like, what if someone
Mhm.
attended twice?
Yeah.
No,
It's two tickets.
Oh, okay. The
Yeah,
two
and then like night two's
Yeah.
attendance was more than night one's. Like what?
I mean,
Y'all
Yeah.
y'all love faking your numbers, huh?
I'll tell you what, though, everybody's showing who won. I'll be damned if next year I'm not going to enter everything to try and go, because they showed everybody who won. They showed Drumstick.
Oh
They
yeah,
showed,
yeah.
you know, Dude Wipes, the Juice one, the Minute Maid, you know, the Slim Jim. Congratulations to all our winners. I'm going to have to go everything real genius style. next year.
How do you win that? They never really explain.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We're going to find out so that we can all go. We're going to be
bro.
like, look, it's me and I get 4 other tickets, okay? We
Yeah,
all got
come
to
ass
go.
up, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, because that was cool to see
Yeah,
all
we can
those
all go to
winners
New
there.
Orleans, go to Mardi Gras, go crazy.
Is it New Orleans next year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Send it to your IG.
I'm going to have to get a lot of beads.
Beat it up, baby.
Yeah. Start working out now. But that was awesome. So, yeah, here we go. It's cool WrestleMania. Good outcomes. Great talk. Thank you guys so much for your time and being here tonight. We'll definitely have to do this again at some other time. Hi. We're just leaving. What's this?
Ooh, surprise.
Oh.
I thought she was cashing money in the bank.
That would have been hilarious. He just smacks him in the face.
Yeah. What is this? You open this now?
Yeah. Oh my God, Yoko, really? I've never been to a Mania. So jealous.
What? She's been to one?
Yeah.
Dang.
Flex.
I went to 27, 28, and 29.
Flex.
You went to 3?
Mhm.
Dude, that's
I had to work, but I had
I did read
offers
that.
to go this year.
Dang, that's crazy.
So it's our anniversary coming up, May the 4th.
Congrats.
So she just gave a
Anniversary.
card. Are we going? Are you serious? Yeah.
Going to space on Blue Orchid.
Yeah. No, we're going to go to Star Wars night, the After Dark one.
Oh.
At
Oh,
Disneyland.
nice.
Yeah, for our anniversary. Thanks, babe.
Let's go.
Oh, hell yeah. That is awesome. That is great. So she just wanted to let everybody know. Oh, I didn't think we were going. Thanks, babe.
So many times.
Are you
Congrats.
serious?
Wait, maybe you're not going. Is this a swerve?
No, she's yeah.
Who's house?
She's gonna
Like,
turn heel
I'm
right
going.
now.
I don't know who you're going.
Yeah. It knocked me out. They said cashing in Money in the Bank would have been better, but yeah. Thanks, babe. I'll be right there. Oh, that's awesome. Cool. I got plans coming up. Yeah. Oh, I'm excited. I've been seeing it. So yeah, that's great. Okay, so again, sorry. Apologize. Thank you guys so much for being here tonight. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for your guys' time. We got to do this again. Maybe in the middle again somewhere.
Maybe
And
like
catch up.
we'll get to a
SummerSlam. Let's go.
When's SummerSlam?
August.
August?
summer
August.
usually.
It's in Jersey this year. 2
August in
nights.
Jersey. I might go this year. If I can
Is it? Wait, I might be in the US.
Oh, we'll see if we can get you a ticket.
Dude,
We'll see if we can get you a ticket.
If you could, I'll fly down there. I've never been.
I've never been to Jersey either. If we're
I've
all
been to
gonna
Jersey
make this a
2 years
thing,
ago.
how much for it for all of us to get a row? Let's see. Yeah.
Way too much money, bro. Probably 1 million.
All right, so we're gonna have to start
not a
those super
million.
chats now.
It's August 2nd and August 3rd.
Oh wait,
SummerSlam's a 2-dayer now too.
Check.
Yeah.
No way, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's the Summer Mania. That's why.
Yeah, they had
Okay.
Cardi B, bro. 2-night Met.
Oh,
Life.
that's right. It is Cardi B.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome. All right. So yes, thank you guys.
Oh wait,
very
what was the
much.
date again? Sorry, what was the date again for
August
SummerSlam?
2nd and August 3rd.
Ah man, yeah, I can't do it. I'm at Evo.
Dang.
You look
In
sick,
Vegas.
Chamba.
So no yeet.
Okay. Let's see what happens. No yeet.
unfortunately.
No
That
yeet.
would have been sick, actually. God.
Dang.
If you
Yeah.
could have guaranteed tickets, I'd probably be like, you know what? I'm not doing Evo. I'm going SummerSlam. No, I'm
Yeah.
dead serious.
Going to one
If I
would be
if I can
freaking
get you tickets,
awesome.
I'll let you know.
Yeah, please.
So you can.
But like, sorry guys, you're gonna have to mind that table because I'm
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch some.
Chamba already
wrestling.
has all these pre-sketches.
Yeah.
Somebody asked for this. Somebody asked for
Oh yeah,
this.
you can pick it up.
Here you go. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's
Actually, I
awesome.
might not even have any of that.
All right, Machu, where can we keep up with you?
You can keep up with me at Machu Toy on IG and on YouTube, and also I have a show on Wednesdays too with J Shot Between Two Sentinels on my channel and on his channel. You can check it out there, and also you could catch me on Chatmigos on Tuesdays and the first Thursday of every month on Toying Around for Enablers Unboxing Thursdays.
Ooh, awesome.
I just saw the
Thanks.
video, Machu.
the POV.
Yeah,
I sent
That's
it to you too
great.
already. If you want to pull it
yeah,
up,
it's on the group chat, Ernie.
Okay.
It's hilarious.
Augie, thank you very much for pulling through and being here tonight as well. Where can we keep up with you at?
You can see me here tomorrow night on Chatmigos. Sorry, not here. I'll be by myself if I did. I'll be on the Fallen Fat Chronicles whenever we're going to talk about wrestling, and then you can see me Thursday night. They're Not Dolls, which Thursday's tomorrow. Spoiler. Yeah, and then other than that, I'm around. You guys can find me anywhere. There's my @ so hit me up.
That is funny. It just goes to all the shit on the floor.
That's what's golden about it.
So the camera view holds up 100% in court, but seeing the other side does not.
yeah.
That's the whole everybody yelling at you. Ernie, you were in the top row. How could you say that he hit you? I felt it. I felt the shockwave all the way from there.
I spilled my drink everywhere.
Yeah. That is
It's called
hilarious.
a pregnancy pause. And then
Yeah,
pregnancy
there you
pauses, go. She already had 2 kids.
Yeah. You're going to have to check it out, Augie. It's in the chat. That's awesome. All right. Wrestling Hound, Mr. East Coast Figs, thank you for being here once again. Where can people keep up with you at?
A pleasure as always. Love being on here. You can catch me on my Instagram, East Coast Figs. I just post about toys, any kind of stuff. You know, I love everything. Maybe too much stuff. But yeah, that's where you can catch up with me, the Houndster.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for joining us and all your knowledge. Chamba, thanks for putting away time, man. I know you guys, all of you, it was late notice, but thanks for pulling through. And we did this. Where can we keep up with you at?
You could find me at the Chamba on Instagram, Twitter, and Blue Sky. I think that's what it's called. On the Toymigos Discord and Chatmigos Assemble Tuesday. They're Not Dolls Thursday.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And I am the Fallen Fett. Switch on over to the Sarlacc Digest right now. All the links are below. And we're going to do some Star Wars talk over there. And then tomorrow night with the Toymigos on They're Not Dolls. And then hopefully soon the return of the Boba Squadron with Andor going on. But we know everything's back from Japan. So hopefully that gets scheduled in. And we'll go from there. Thank you, everybody, very much. The replay crew, the Federation. Welcome back, Yoko and Tommy. Dario, I miss you. And you guys, thank you very much. I greatly appreciate it. We'll do this again. And we'll let you guys know when. Don't forget, hit that thumbs up and subscribe. We'll see you tomorrow, next week. Laters.